Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Jayhawks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The Horned Frogs offense comes onto the field first today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Fires to the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Jayhawks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get our first look at Dylan Edwards. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today. Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Koltanecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Firing to the right, complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Willis.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that
and he scores! Touchdown, Rock Chalk! setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Craig. Pressure coming. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Pickett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jenkins. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I know that one goes for a loss in goal line situation, but this guy has already found the end zone once. I think the plan of attack on offense is to keep finding ways to get this guy the football. He's a difference maker. Don't give up on him here.
And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
Pitches it back, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Blasted as he lets it go. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Going to the running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running to the left. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! An impressive, long, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it in, it's Willis. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. It's caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's in open space downfield. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the air, it's Craig. Lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. One of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. Guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
To the air, it's Craig. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. The extra point here would tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line, just nearly housed it, but the offense will be in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy.
And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter.
Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this offense has come out lighting it up, throwing the football. They've had a lot of success. They've found guys wide open. They've been able to make contested catches, too. Finally, though, the defense right there able to go up and compete.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Craig. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Obviously didn't like what he saw in 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Jenkins. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Kansas. Once he got some room, it was over. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Hands it off. Spins away from the defense. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Boise State taking on the Texas State Bobcats. And it's the Broncos in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Kansas head coach told me at the half he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Bringing the heat. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. He's now up to 104 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Dropping back, it's Craig. Makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run it left here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. He leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. No huddle here for the offense.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. Back to throw, it's Craig. Quarterback now breaking the field. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Bully ball on 3rd and short. taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Jayhawks. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Craig. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it down the field. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Rides to back and leaves it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Got his man on the outside. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lets one fly deep. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. On target. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And I absolutely love what this
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He'll get rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry up. He's got it again. Might have a chance. Spins away from the defense. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The run from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Try and play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Can they catch him? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Craig. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. On his way back from the 20. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
A spectacular one-hand grab. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Horned Frogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the red zone, it's Payne. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. On the move, it's Payne. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Got room at the 35. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Got room. There's some room. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the...
Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might... And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And after this play, the cake will be baked. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Last play of the game, he's going to try to make it look a little closer. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.